I know I had said in several videos that the Democrats needed some of them to drop out. They needed to consolidate their votes in order to be able to find someone, basically, because they were too spread. But I didn't mean to back Biden. I mean, good Lord. But it looks like Biden is who the establishment is backing right now. Uh, the primary forecast is still, no majority is still the most likely forecast right now, but after that it is Biden, and then Sanders, and then Bloomberg. And Bloomberg, in my opinion, shouldn't even be in there. He didn't qualify for the first debate. He didn't qualify. But, the establishment changed their tune. Now, how is that going to play into Bloomberg now that the establishment has clearly made a signal that they are going for Biden? Is that going to make Bloomberg slip? Is he going to have to spend more money? Yeah, probably. He'll probably have to spend more money. Will it make him slip? I don't know. He doesn't seem to have the establishment support at the moment. Right now, it does seem to be Biden. And the reason I say that Biden has the establishment support is because he came out of absolutely freaking nowhere. Duh. And then all of a sudden everybody drops out, like I had predicted that they needed to drop out, but I didn't think that they would back Joe Biden. That was out of left field. So, the comeback kid. God, I hope not. Their whole strategy, and I've been saying it from the beginning, is wrong. They're going after who can beat Trump. Even the polls, when they were first going into Iowa, the entrance polls were saying people were voting based on who they thought could beat Trump. It's get Trump out at all costs. Stop it. You beat Trump by having better policies, because you're not beating Trump, you're trying to beat the President of the United States. Joe Biden may or may not have pulled off a Bill Clinton-style recovery from his primary campaign, but at least for now, the political stars are aligning for the Democratic presidential candidate, who was all but counted out after failing to win any of the first 3 contests. And he shouldn't be where he is right now. He shouldn't be. He is clueless. The guy half the time doesn't know where he is. He doesn't even know what office he's running for anymore sometimes, as we know. So this is the best the Democrats have to put up against Trump. Trump is laughing. Now, after dominating the South Carolina primary and seeing his rivals bow out to endorse him, Joe Biden is ready to position himself as the moderate alternative to Democratic Socialist Bernie Sanders as Super Tuesday arrives. "I am very much alive," he told supporters on Monday, in case they needed reminding. Yeah, because you're old and because everybody thought you were going to drop out. Ha 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 ha. Okay. You're not funny, you horse-faced whatever pony liar. Come on. This is the guy we want to have president. The guy, when you ask him a tough question, is going to challenge Putin to push-ups. Is that what he's going to do? Is he going to call Putin names? Come on, people. Democrats. Ugh. Perhaps the clean bill of health. But then again, I got to think, who else? I mean, who are they going to... Can the Democrats come out like a phoenix out of the ashes? Or will Trump come by with his pants down and pee on the ashes, thereby completely decimating the Democratic hopes for the future? The former vice president was the frontrunner in the Democratic presidential primary for months before he and his gaffe-prone campaign steadily slid down in the polls, being overshadowed by several candidates with better funding, more polish, or more apparent grassroots excitement. And Biden is going to be torn up by Trump. You think his campaign was gaffe-ridden? If he gets the nomination, how much more gaffe-ridden do you think the campaign is? Not to mention, if he gets the campaign, he's going to have to deal with Sanders on the other side, and Sanders supporters coming at him and things like that too, because they're not going to be happy. This is all just playing out to 4 more years of Trump. But now on the morning of Super Tuesday, Biden is riding high off a decisive win in South Carolina, a surge in high-profile endorsements and fundraising, 2 disastrous debates for Michael Bloomberg, and 2 of his other top rivals dropping out on consecutive days, only to get behind his campaign. And yes, it's the establishment lining up, signaling to everybody else, this is who we're supporting, so everybody else knows who they can back to. I mean, they've got to do it eventually. They've got to consolidate somebody, and today is the day to do it because they don't want it to go to a contested primary. They just don't, because then it'll be Bloomberg. They want somebody to get it, and they know Sanders, they want to stop Sanders at all costs. So I guess Biden it is. It's a big boost, Biden said of his South Carolina victory in an interview with Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday. I think it starts the real comeback, and we picked up a lot of delegates. Yeah. And he did good, barely good, I guess. The candidate is still gaffe-prone. He caught himself Monday accidentally referring to Super Thursday and botched a recitation of part of the Declaration of Independence. Yeah. He shows all the signs of his age getting to him. And I know, I've dealt with it and I deal with it now. He shows all the signs of his age getting to him, people. When the pressure's on, if he gets the nomination, it's going to be a three-ring circus. It's going to be the Keystone Cops. But for the time being, his candidacy seems to have the faith of the establishment once more. It's because the establishment is blind. They are blinded. They can't see the forest through the trees. It's Orange Man bad. They only care about getting Trump out at all costs and not letting Sanders get the nomination at all costs. So they're fighting on two separate fronts, which are both ridiculous fronts. Stand on one front, the policy. Find some moderate, good policy. But we're not going to get that. I mean, it's too late now. Liberal commenter Leslie Marshall laid out her case for Biden in an opinion piece on Fox News when he first announced. He has decades of experience. He is liked and respected by both Democrats and Republicans. He ain't respected. Joe Biden is not respected. He is gaffe-prone. He is a laughing stock. And he is most likely the only candidate, in my opinion, who can defeat President Trump in November 2020, Marshall wrote. Of Biden? Well, you're wrong. He can't. None of them can. The biggest winner in all these debates, in all these decisions, is Trump. It's just because the Democrats cannot get it through their heads. They can't see the forest through the trees, like I keep saying. But here we are. Here we are. It's going to be Biden that the establishment wants, and then Sanders is going to have it stolen again, which means his supporters are going to be not at all slightly pleased. They're going to be pretty darn angry, which means Biden is going to have pressure, which means it's going to show his mental instability even more, and he's going to make even more gaffes like, welcome to Super Thursday. This is a big event. This is like the Super Bowl of politics, and Joe Biden is one of the teams. So how can you possibly gaff up Super Tuesday for Super Thursday? How can you do that unless you're not all there? Someone explain that to me. I don't think he's even safe to be president. I don't think so. If he becomes president, look to whoever the vice president is to take over, and that's who's going to be our president. That's what I think. Anyways, those are my thoughts and opinions. I love you guys. I'll keep you informed, and yeah, you guys stay informed. See you in the next one.